Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yes, we are doing another bike review today and we are checking out the Fiido C11 Pro. A little bit of a different bike to the last one I reviewed, but yeah, it's those of you that saw the build video would have been expecting it coming up on the channel. It's extremely windy today. We've been getting some really nice weather. The camera is hidden behind my other camera, so not the camera, the microphone is hidden behind my other camera. But we are off to the park right now because we are going to do the suspension test. We're going to do the hill test. We'll do some close-ups, but before we do all that, let's play the music and run a little kind of overview video, if I remembered to edit it. If you're in the market for a stylish, affordable city e-bike, the Fiido C11 Pro is seriously worth a look. It features a clean, step-through frame that's easy to hop on and off, perfect for daily commuting or casual rides. The rear hub motor delivers smooth power, and with a solid battery, you'll get up to 60 miles on a single charge. It's got front suspension to handle rough city streets, integrated lights for night rides, and a lovely saddle that adds comfort and confidence. The riding position is upright and super comfortable, making it great for longer commutes, and best of all, it offers excellent build quality at a very competitive price. Whether you're commuting, running errands, or just cruising around town, the Fiido C11 Pro gives you everything you need without overcomplicating it. Now let's take it for a ride. So we are at the park because we are going to do the suspension test. Now I was in two minds whether or not to do this test or not, because obviously this is not a mountain bike, it's not a bike designed for you know, going over big hills and bumps and doing all that stuff like the Ingwe D26 bike was. But you know what, I want to build up a bit of consistency on the channel, therefore I want to kind of make sure that I'm doing all the same kind of tests. Now obviously I want to do it in full throttle as well, therefore it's handy because I still own this park, so I'm able to unlock the bike. The bike's actually already unlocked, but that's okay. But yeah, so I'm able to unlock the bike and then I'm able to do the suspension test because I own this park, so that's worked out quite well for me. Funny that, isn't it? So yeah, first impressions of the bike, I just needed to tune it in a little bit, you know, I just kind of played about with it a little bit. I love the fact that you can adjust the handlebars, but you might have to try a couple of different settings just to get it the way you want it. And that was certainly the case for me. And then obviously the higher you have the handlebars, you kind of want to adjust your grips, you want to adjust your brakes, you want to adjust the gear shifter, things like that. I'm sure you're already aware of this, but these are just little things that I went through as I was getting to know the bike. So here we are at the suspension test. It does have front suspension, guys. While I'm getting ready for the suspension test, let me show you how you unlock the bike. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to unlock the Fiido C11 Pro. So the bike will be turned on, you can see it here. So you want to activate the Bluetooth by pushing and holding the up and down buttons together. Then you'll get the little flashing Bluetooth logo. Now you do want to go ahead and download the Fiido app. Once you've downloaded the app, you can then connect your bike to the app. You can see I'm disconnected, so I'm just going to tap on connect. And there we go, we're now connected. The app is actually pretty good. You can go in and do a whole bunch of things if you select on settings. And you can see you can switch the throttle on and off, set the speed for the walker. You can change it from miles to kilometers, and you can also change the assist gear from 3 to 5. But what we want to do is we want to go to that bottom one that says debug mode. When you go in there, it'll give you this little sign. So you want to say yes, and then it'll ask you for a code. Now the code is 398219. So we just go in and say, go in there, 398219. We hit done, and then we hit debug, and then it will come up saying you've done it. And then when you go back to your bike, you can see that we have a little yellow light there now, and that is your bike unlocked. So when you go in through the options, you can see that we've got normal, sport, turbo, and then turbo plus as well. The unlock will balance the power through all levels. So that is your bike unlocked. What I will say is if you switch your bike off, for whatever reason you would have to do that, and then you switch your bike back on again, you can see that the bike is still connected via Bluetooth, but it is now back in a locked state. That might come in handy. Okay guys, so we are in Turbo Plus mode. I showed you the modes. We have our throttle. We're going to go through full throttle across this field that I own. We're just going to wait a second till that dog gets out of the way, and we're going to see what these front forks are like and what it's like on the old bum without any kind of rear suspension. It's quite a bumpy field. Let's give it a go. Oh. Oh. Oh, I just think I went down a hole there. Cameras all over the place. I tell you what though, that was let me just get out of the way of everybody. That was extremely impressive. That was very good, to be honest guys. That was exceptional. I sat in the seat the whole time, very, very bumpy field, and apart from the camera spinning round, that was a very comfortable ride. No flat tyres, no anything at all. Really, really impressive with that. That was just with front suspension only. But yeah, that was really good. Okay guys, let's do the speed test now. This is the test we all want to know. What's this maximum speed and full throttle only? So we'll just kind of go back to where we were a second ago. And let's go for it. Here we go. 10 miles an hour. 13. 18 miles per hour. I've got it in miles per hour, by the way, guys. Now I do have people up in front of me. 22. 22. 23. It's kind of touching on the 23 mark. Can we get it higher? 23 and a half and 23 and a half miles per hour. I think that was, we can call it a day there. So yeah, 23 and a half miles per hour. We got this bike up to now, guys, just for quick reference, I do weigh 18 stone and 10 pounds, which obviously will have a massive impact on the speed of the bike, as well as anything else. So yeah, 23 and a half miles per hour, guys. Obviously this bike has been locked. If you are in the UK when it arrives, if you are in the EU I should say, or the UK for that matter, it will be locked to 15.5 miles per hour, and you have to go in the app and unlock it, and hopefully by now in the video I have actually shown you how to do that, and you're not wondering why I haven't shown you. So yeah, suspension really, really comfortable. It's got a really comfortable saddle as well. And guys, let's do a close-up of the bike
We'll do a little close-up of the saddle that I'm sitting on, and we'll do some close-ups of everything else as well. Let's go and do that just now while I head to the Hill of Doom.
Alright guys, let's take a close-up look at the Fiido C11 Pro, made of 700C aluminium alloy. The bike did come with a pre-installed stand, which was nice. It also came with a pre-installed back rack that can hold up to 25 kilograms or 55 pounds if you prefer. The rear light was installed also, and that does act as a brake light. There is your 7-gear Shimano Tourney gears. We have a Mivis S200 dual-sided torque sensor with a 250 watt motor. Our plastic rear guards there, mud guards I should say. We have down here, we have our 52T aluminium alloy cranks. Plastic pedals, to be honest, I wish these were a little bit bigger with some teeth. Our seat post can accommodate riders from 5'1 to 6'5. A vacuum full fit saddle from Velo to make things nice and comfortable. There's Oscar there in the background, coming over to see what's going on. We have a 500 watt hours battery. It's around 5 hours to fully charge. There's your keyhole, your on switch there as well. There you go, you just push that button. If your screen doesn't come on, remember to turn on the battery. I've kind of been caught out a couple of times with that already. We have our aluminium alloy suspension fork. It's got a 40mm travel and 100mm opening width, and you can lock it if you wanted to. Not sure why anybody would, but you can lock it just by switching it back and forward. Front wheel guard, again, these are a little bit flimsy. They do rattle a bit when you're going over bumpy terrain, like the streets of Glasgow. Up here, you can see we've got our handlebars, again, aluminium alloy made. Here we have our throttle, our 7-gear shifter. We have our TPR non-slip handle grips here. They're about 130mm in length. Now we're going to check out the display. This is an LCD display. It's coming up in a second. An LCD display, 1.5 inch display that is. We'll just switch it on, but I've switched the bike off when I was showing you the button. So it'll come on now. There we go. Now we do have 5 modes. We have a 0 mode, but it starts off at Eco. So it's kind of going round the clock. So we go Eco mode. Then we've got Normal, Sport, Turbo Plus, and then 0. Yeah, strange why it doesn't start at 0, but it is what it is. If you double click the up button, your light does come on. I'm trying to show you here, but we are outside in the day, so it's not there. You double click the up button again, and the light will switch itself back off again. We also have a horn, which is quite aggressive, and we've got a little bell as well, just in case you want to avoid scaring people out of their trousers. Around the front of the bike then, we do have our front light. We do have our dual piston hydraulic brake with power cut-off. And at the front of the bike, we even have space for a front basket, which I'm not sure with the wires, how the wires would work there, but yeah, we do have the connection for the front basket. I'm not a big fan of front baskets, obviously. It is a striking looking, affordable e-bike. Let's get back to the... Alright guys, so we are sitting at the traffic lights right now. I just thought I'd do a couple of little things about some of the things that I've noticed on the bike. So I do think that the mud guards, they're not the best. They are quite flimsy. It's funny too, because the last bike I said is that, the last bike I did, I said I would prefer plastic mud guards so that you can hear it rattle. Good parking job there, mate. I actually said I'd prefer plastic mud guards, but the thing is with the plastic mud guards that I've noticed on this bike is they are a little bit on the flimsy side, and they just kind of rattle about, and I don't suppose there's much you can do about it unless you replace them with something a little bit more
firmer, a little bit more sturdier. But yeah, they just kind of rattle about. You'll probably hear it in the video. Oh, you hear it there, especially when you're going over kind of rougher road. And in Glasgow, the roads are all terrible. Basically what happens is when they re-tarmac a road, just before they're finished, all the workers go out and smash it up. So, see what I mean? They go out and smash up their job because they're crap. So yeah, it's a good job that the tyres are decent. We're shooting across the lanes here. We're checking both ways, of course. Just round this corner is the Hill of Doom. Now, I actually really like the handlebars on this, the way they come up. I love the brown colour incorporated into the bike. Lovely little grips. I mean, it's not real leather, but it's made to look that way. I love the seat because it's brown. Hydraulic brakes are pretty good. We'll do a brake test in a little bit. But we are here at the Hill of Doom. So we're just surveying the scene right now. People are looking at me because I'm talking. So guys, this is the Hill of Doom. Will the C11 Pro get up this on full throttle only? Let's find out. Oh yeah, we're getting some pace here. 12 miles an hour as we start the incline. Oh, we're really slow now. 9. Came out with a full charge battery, so it's definitely not the battery. 7, 6. I think we will get up to the top, but we're certainly not doing it with any kind of speed. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Yeah, we got there. We did it. There we go. Pick up some speed now. Now guys, obviously with the sensor this has got, it goes faster as you pedal. So let's pedal fast and then we'll do a brake test. There we go. "25, 26, we're going downhill now, we should really pick up some speed. 27, can we get it to 30? I'm getting scared. 30 miles per hour, brake test. Ah! Oh, I was coming to the end of the road. Oh. Okay, so let's summarise then. This bike is retailing round about that £1,100 mark. Now they do have codes on all the time. So do I think the bike's worth the money? Well, this is a commuter bike. So if you're going to cycle to work every day and you still want to exercise, then it's going to be good for you because you do have to pedal to get the sensor working, to kick in the motor. Now you can unlock it and obviously use the throttle, and you know, if you want to disconnect the unlock, you just have to switch the bike off and that'll disconnect it from your app, in which case you would, just in case you had to do it, you know, quickly for whatever reason. But it's a comfortable bike. It's extremely comfortable actually. You saw the suspension test with that front suspension, which you can lock if you wanted to. I don't know why you would, but you could. So if you weren't looking for something to get you to work and back, we will do a range test later on to really test it out, but it's got a good range. I was out and about on it all week. Range is different for every person, to be honest. It's always difficult to give you an exact number, depending on weight, depending on speed, depending on what level you're in, etc. We have 4 levels of assist, and the power's evenly distributed amongst all 4, which I really do like. So if you are maybe feeling a little bit more energetic and you want to up the level, you can, which is really good. You can also, it's not hugely difficult to use the bike without the power assist. So if you did, if you were running out of battery, you know, and you wanted to make sure that you had enough to get home, you wanted to drop down a level, you could do that no problem. It certainly wouldn't let you down, you could pedal away. Right out the box, all the gears were working perfectly. I did have a puncture, but I would say that the Fiido customer service guys, they actually contacted me and said that they would give me, I think they were going to give me like $10 or something for the flat tyre, but I didn't want it. It would have been too much of a faff, but you know, they contacted me and said it, so that was really good. You know, good customer service, which is nice. I think, you know, obviously we've got hydraulic brakes. Fix that a second. I've got hydraulic brakes on the bike, they do work fairly well. Yeah, we're stopping. Good solid brakes. We get these little stickers on the brakes telling you not to adjust them because it will weaken the brake, which I thought was a little bit odd, but nonetheless, it is there. I've got to say, I've never had a step through bike before. I do miss that bar, but you know, it's actually a lot easier when you stop at lights, because you just you can stop and just step down like that. It's so good. It's really good. You do miss the bar because you know you can attach things to the bar, like your light lock or whatever you attach to your bar, bottle of water. But you do have the other bar, but the battery is there. So you have to put it on the kind of seat post part, which is not a massive problem. It's just something that I'm highlighting. What else do I like about the bike? I mean, it was very easy to build. Like I said, everything out of the box was working as it should. The light works okay. It's not a huge light, but it does give you enough. I mean, we're not looking to light up France. We're just looking to light up a couple of feet in front of you so you don't hit a cat. You know, so the lights are all working. Brake light at the back as well, not just during the day, but when you hit that brake, the brake light comes on. We're seeing that a lot more and more now. Very, very good. Obviously, because of the sensor the bike's got, if you do unlock it, you still have to pedal. It does distribute your power through all 4 levels. So when you unlock it, you don't just get everything all on the first level. You do have to go up the various levels of modes so that you can utilise the full power of the bike. It does have a cruise control feature. Not something I would ever use, but it does have it. It's also got a walk-in feature as well. So when you are in normal mode, like you know when it's closed down, for example, and it's locked up, you can walk. It goes about 3 miles per hour. I don't know about you guys, but that's a bit fast for me. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, guys. I really am. It's got the back bike rack as well. If you want to carry some stuff on it. Hopefully I've shown you all that in the close-ups. Really enjoying the bike. I think it's well priced, it's comfortable and everything. It gives me enough for what I wanted it for. So yeah, very, very excited about this one. And yeah, if I've got nothing else for you guys, thank you for watching, and roll the little music montage.
Alright, to wrap things up guys, I've genuinely enjoyed my time with the Fiido C11 Pro. It's one of those bikes that just makes sense for city riding. The build quality feels solid, everything works the way it should, and it delivers a really comfortable, smooth ride. For the price, you're getting great value for money, especially if you're new to e-bikes or just want a reliable commuter without all the fuss. It's practical, easy to ride and has the features that actually matter day to day. So if you're looking for a well-built, affordable e-bike to get around town, the Fiido C11 Pro is definitely worth considering. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, drop me a like, subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments.